Hey, 2 days worth of bag sale. Start with yesterday. Let's see. Okay, I'll start with the stuff that I didn't get at the bag sale. I showed up early, went around the corner. There was already a thrift store open, so I popped in for just a few minutes. Saw what I could find. Here's not a good brand. Drill clothing. Not something I would typically pick up, except it has snake print. And that's something I've actually never seen before. And all the clothing was 25% off, or everything store-wide was 20% off. Women's was 40% off. I don't think I've got any women's stuff. No, I did. I got 2 things. Brand new with tags. Nike dry fit t-shirt in a good size. 3XL. It's got the sticker on it. It's got these tags. This is a complete no-brainer. $6.50 minus 20%. It's good because it's new. It's good because it's Nike. And it's good because it's in a plus size 3XL. Complete no-brainer. This is just kind of a basic J. Crew button shoulder sweater. And I think it has alpaca in it. Yeah, it's viscose nylon, merino wool, and alpaca. And this was $5.50 minus 20%. Privé, new brand to me, 100% cashmere, new with tags. Another no-brainer, $6.50. Anytime you find cashmere stuff, I know that I've said this a billion times, you have to look it over very, very closely. Hold it up to the light, stretch out the sleeves. Anywhere where there's a 2-ply thing, you can't get the single pane of fabric up against the light. You have to be really meticulous, because why would anybody donate something that's 100% cashmere, especially 100% cashmere new with tags, and especially if it was a good brand, if there wasn't something wrong with it. It's very rare to find something like that that's not all messed up like my hair. Okay, then this is what I got for $5 from the bag sale yesterday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a local thrift store. It's a small mom and pop shop that's doing a sidewalk sale, and they have these folding tables set out where they just throw what they believe to be junk clothing, and they say $5 a bag, take whatever you want. And I've been hoovering it up like a whale shark, just making its way through krill. And this is certainly plankton status. This is Old Navy. I grabbed this because this is one of 2 open front cardigans. There's a second one in here that I'll eventually show you. Another American Apparel tank top. This was a real margin call. I don't know if I'm going to actually end up listing this, going through all the problems. Yesterday was kind of bare bones. Yeah, here's the other Old Navy cardigan. So I will lot those up. Something I typically don't do, but in this case, yes. This is another one that I might actually not end up listing. It's a vintage Karen Scott polo shirt. Karen Scott, not a good brand, but it's vintage, and it's actually something I could envision somebody buying. Trash, 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 trash. Hurley. It's a size XL, so the size is decent. Just a basic Hurley shirt. I sold a rip curl shirt yesterday for $10. That it was in a previous video. The trash is already starting to sell. Speaking of trash, a lot of this stuff, I was just kind of slamming stuff in the bag just in case. I was gonna look it up later. Garbage brand for the most part. Some of their stuff for women actually sells fairly well, their vintage stuff, but that's probably really not worth anything. This is, I'm not familiar with this brand, C&E, but pineapple print is actually a really powerful key phrase. At least in men's clothing, that's the case. If you find a men's shirt that looks like this or has any kind of all over pineapple print on it, get it, because those are in really high demand. They're just kind of that middle ground, like yachty, kind of cutesy aesthetic that people like. I got a few pieces, I think there's 2 more in this video, from LuLaRoe. This was kind of a tragicomic story if you're not familiar with LuLaRoe. It was a pyramid scheme that was really hugely popular for a number of years and then completely collapsed. And that stuff used to be worth quite a bit of money, but now because the market's so flooded, most of it is complete garbage, but every now and again you'll find a piece where if you can find the exact make and model, they're actually still in demand. So I don't know that that's the case, it probably isn't, but I'll look it up later. But as a general rule, don't pick up LuLaRoe stuff. This is something I just picked up on a whim. That's not a familiar brand, but it reads to my eye as something associated with yoga, something that might be expensive, although it's got a little light spot. So I'll try to look this up, but it has that feel and that look of something that might be for sale in like an REI or a yoga studio shop or something. Another one that I just picked up completely on instinct. I'm not really looking stuff up at these bag sales and just kind of grabbing and going. We'll look that up, see if it's worth anything. But this is the only circumstance in which I would buy this. It's an activewear t-shirt. Just because it's so dirt cheap, I will probably still sell it. Kirkland stuff, actually, if you can find 100% cashmere Kirkland stuff, it'll sell really well. And I think some of the activewear jackets, the soft shells, will sell okay. But activewear tops are selling really well for me right now. If you can find it for free or for this cheap, then yeah, get it. Same with this Hurley basic polo shirt, complete garbage. Here's a vintage LL Bean women's plaid shirt. I'm really just banging through these. I'm not even taking a full set of photos of these shirts. I don't know what this is, Wonder Bear. This might be, I don't know, something people soy face over, who knows. Here is a pair of activewear bottoms, like yoga pants or running pants or something. Most of these I'm going to list for $9.97 to see what happens. Danskin. These are yoga pants. Danskin is okay as a brand. It does have demand for it, but typically the margins are not big enough to spend full thrift store prices on it. That's safe $10 right there. And Taylor Loft Outlet. This is another cardigan. And that's probably another $10 item. And Taylor Loft stuff isn't really worth that much. With exceptions, of course. All right, that was yesterday. This is today. I got all of this for $15. This is all bag sale stuff. I showed up early because there was another reseller at this bag sale yesterday that I was in competition with, so I figured I would show up, get the jump on him today, and he was there. He showed up like 5 minutes after I did, and we were both kind of hanging around waiting for them to give us the green light to dig in. And he browsed for like 3 minutes and then left and like ran off down the street to go to the other thrift store, and that's when they started bringing new stuff out and throwing it on the table. So he done goofed. A lot of good stuff. This is a pair of sweatpants. I don't like selling pants in general, but again, this is fertile ground 32-degree heat, right? Not a great brand, but blah, 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 blah. It's cheap, so on and so forth. This is a pair of ski pants from that brand. Black. This is clearly all probably from the same person. Adidas track pants. Here's a pair of vintage bicycle shorts from Performance. It's Performance. More Adidas track pants. These are really nice feeling. These actually might be some of the nicer ones. Shit brand, Avalanche, but why not? These are sweatpants. Women's Nike hoodie. This paid for everything today. This looks like just a normal pair of very large sweatpants without a brand until you look closer and it reveals itself to you because you are true of heart and you have the vision. It was Lululemon, if you're not familiar. Here's one of 3 scrub tops that I got, both extra, extra small. I will lot those up. Here's a pair of Uniqlo kind of sweat jeans, women's. I don't know how to describe them. They're like really thick, soft jeans that feel like sweatpants. That's a weird one. Here's a complete scrub set from, I don't remember the name of this brand, but they make scrubs. Top and pants. It's another Lululemon piece. It's like a basic shirt. It's probably garbage. Lululemon number 3. If these are all the same size, I didn't check, then I'll just lot them up. This is printed on like a generic tag. I think I recognize this person. I think this is a famous drag performer. If you know the name here, please comment down below. I've definitely seen this person somewhere before. I don't know, it's got some flaws with it. So that one's ambiguous. This one doesn't have a brand tag on it, but it does have this little tag. Need your help on this one too, assuming it focuses. There it is. Come on, bitch. There we go. That's all I got to go on. And it feels like money. This feels like an expensive, heavier kind of a fabric. Yeah, that's what we want. I want to focus on the hanger. Yeah. So if you know that brand, please comment below. This was dope. Vintage piece. Look at that. It's like an African Hawaiian graphic shirt, elephants and giraffes, etc. Size XL. Oh, it's a women's. Yeah, women's XL. That's a great piece. Here is a giant blouse. Here is a picnic blanket that you can wear from Beach Lunch Lounge. Not a good brand as far as I know. But again, $9.97. The magic number. $9.97 with best offer is typically what I'm just pricing this stuff at. Pussy Riot. Cool. This is a pair of sleepwear bottoms that's made with bamboo. Bamboo fabric sometimes will be kind of niche and higher quality and more expensive, etc. Don't know that's the case on that brand. Here's a big, fat, heavy Field and Stream plaid flannel shirt. This is out of season. This is probably going to have to go in a padded flat rate, so I'll price it around $15. Pretty sure that's also not a good brand. We're thinking $9.97 the best offer on that one. All right, home stretch. This is the last bag. Here's an REI shirt for me, fishing shirt. So another one of those scrub tops, sticky scrub tops. It's number 3. Number 4. Here is a Torrid size 26 dress. I know that these are really in high demand on Poshmark. I don't know how the market is on eBay, but that's probably more expensive. Probably, I don't know, pulling a number out of my ass, probably 20, 25 bucks. Some Nike track pants, sweatpants, rather. Nike, you've seen the tag before. Some more Danskins. God, I got a lot of these. Some more Adidas track pants. And some Puma track pants. Last piece. This is actually a good brand. I've sold 1 or 2 pieces from them before. ModCloth. Just like a basic top. Okay. So I'm going to be listing this for the next 3 months approximately, and going to head back to the bag sale tomorrow. So thanks for watching, dudes.